Hello my friends, and welcome back to another episode of 4Expeditions Pursuit of Cabin Living series. This is part 2, and I'm really excited to share with you that we finally closed escrow on the property, and we've come out here, we've spent some time in the last couple of days totally gutting the place and getting it ready to go. It's been a really exciting time for us. There's an awful lot to be thinking about and a lot of things to be taken care of, a lot of logistics, but it's also very exciting. So we've got a lot going on out here. I've now got some wonderful people out here helping me and spending time with me and becoming a part of this whole process and this entire sort of beautiful dream that I'm creating. And at times, I get a little bit overwhelmed. There's a lot to deal with. However, I think in the long run, it's just going to be absolutely extraordinary. It's been raining a lot lately. There's beautiful, tall green grass, a lot of wildflowers all over the property. It's just really an extraordinary time. We were able to sign and close escrow the other day. I went over and did that and took care of all that, and we're now on a 2-year owner-financed property loan. And so I've got a small payment every month with a balloon payment at the end. However, I'm planning on getting this entire property paid off before March of next year. That's pretty much the big plan. And in the meantime, we're going to be investing some money into putting an addition on this cabin and putting a whole new kitchen in and redoing the electrical. And more than likely, we'll wait until next year to put in a septic system and drill a well. So this year, we're going to be doing sort of a makeshift water system and probably a composting toilet system for the winter. And then, of course, installing a pellet stove. We're probably going to do a pellet wood-burning hybrid, something like that. But nonetheless, it's a really exciting time, and I'm really looking forward to sharing this episode with you. So sit back and enjoy the ride. So as I was mentioning, we closed escrow just yesterday, and we're out here already today. We got access to the property. There's no keys because, frankly, the door's been unlocked probably for the past 10 years. I don't think there's really been anybody spending any time in this cabin since probably about 2012. We did find some notes inside the cabin. This cabin came completely furnished, everything that you could possibly want. In fact, there's a lot of personal items in here, so we have to go through everything, tear everything out, and figure out what it is we want, what we don't want. But as I said, we did find some notes in there that indicated that some people were there or in the property back in about 2012, but I don't really think it's been occupied since then. There is a window broken on the door, so somebody must have broke a window to get in, and there's no lock and key. It's just open. There are some other residences around here, but not a lot of full-timers. Anyway, we're out here. We're going to start cleaning out this unit. I'll show you a lot about what we're doing and show you some of the things that we found inside. And once we get everything cleaned out, we're going to organize it outside here. And then my good friend Damon's got a flatbed trailer. We're going to load things up and start taking things to the dump and to a local thrift store. Yeah. We'll turn it this way. It's right there. Not too far out. Have our ice cream on that.
Real table, yeah.
All of them are held down. Oh, this one's not.
It's funny.
Wow. That's crazy.
The birds fly south as the light leaves your eyes. Hold on to your dream. Oh, I know you wanna scream. Since the day you're born, you're just a flower on your own, waiting for the sun to blossom, hoping to break through the storm.
We got the whole outside all cleaned up. The front porch is all cleaned off. There were a lot of logs over here that had old rusty nails. Cleaned all that stuff up, and we are now going to work on the inside.
face by the end. It's time to conquer your own land. Lead on daisy, don't be shy. Nobody changes, they just lie. Take your own fate by the end. It's time to conquer your own land.
Chair, probably. That might be a cool chair. Well, we got the living room cleaned out. We're working on the kitchen. There's a lot of stuff above the bathroom. We got that all cleaned out. We're all wearing masks in here, mostly because my good friend Matt Wells, when he came to visit, he came in here and he's originally from Farmington, New Mexico, and he told me that we really ought to wear masks because of the possibility of hantavirus, which has been known to be an illness that people get from rat feces and dust in this area. And so we decided to put on masks just to be safe. More than likely, it's not a problem here. It happens more or less on the Navajo Nation, and usually in hogans and things like that where there's dirt floors and there's a lot of dust. But nonetheless, we decided to take precautions and wear masks in here. There is quite a bit of mouse turds on the floor and whatnot, so we're getting everything cleaned out of here. We're going to get it completely emptied out. We're going to roll up the carpeting in here. We're going to tear out this bathroom wall, and then we're just going to get down to just a big open room. We're going to take some of the wall boards off the walls just to make sure that there's no mold, because there is some water staining. So that's where we're at right now. A lot of stuff in here that has been in here a long time. We're going to get rid of it all.
I think they did a good job. Everything is in plastic, so
Yeah,
they
protected.
thought they were doing a good job.
I don't want to save it to you. No. Gonna get rid of that whole cabinet. This whole kitchen cabinet's coming out. And then, as I mentioned, this whole room's being taken right out of here. Only thing left in here is carpeting, gross, disgusting carpeting that we're gonna take out of here also. And we'll be down to the bare bones. So first of all, that was great. That was great. That one's going to be not salvageable because we took out the middle one. See it? But what we want to do, we want to salvage these ridges. So now we tore one out. You see there's nails? What you're going to do now,
Okay.
you're going to go like this. Right where the nail is. Loosen it. Okay, come over here. Loosen it. And try not to bust the, because there's one of these on the bottom too.
Okay, so should I start? Oh,
So this guy will try. This one's gonna make it, yeah. We'll save as much as we can. These are short pieces,
yeah.
so we might not need them.
Okay.
The long ones are the most valuable.
See, I'm not a licensed demolition
There you go.
artist, so
Go to town, my boy.
I kind of need. Yeah, it's perfect. Just get some anger out, you know.
There's a nail at the bottom. There, see how we did that?
Yeah.
We salvaged it.
Oh, that's such a big word right there.
Just now come over here.
Uh-huh.
Do this nail.
Okay.
Right over the nail hole.
Okay.
Nail down. Slowly go up. Yep. There you go. Up a little more. There you go.
Hey.
Yeah. Like this. Take this. Lift it up.
Oh wow. Nice. This is awesome.
Hey! There we go. Now you know why people have kids. Yeah. Let's see what Heather's doing. See there. But we're making some progress. We just met up with a couple of the neighbors who stopped by, offered us a couple beers, and talked with them for a little bit. So there you go. Nice. All right. Getting there. We're trying to salvage as much tongue and groove as we can, as well as the 2x4s. These 2x4s I think I could use to probably build out and frame out the bathroom and the closet, or at least one of those. Look what we found on the wall. These fantastic weathered cowboy hats. We'll be hanging these on the wall in the cabins. Just beautiful. Hey.
Woohoo!
Good work for one day, huh? Tomorrow we're going to finish taking out this bathroom altogether. We'll tear out all the carpeting, and we'll clean this thing, take everything on the porch, put it out there in the organized piles, and then start taking some of the stuff to donate. Nice job. Nice job.
Good job.
All right, here we are on day 2. Yesterday we got the entire cabin completely cleaned out. We got half of the bathroom wall torn out. Today we're going to finish tearing out the rest of the bathroom wall and then take out all the absolutely gross, nasty carpet that's in there. And then we're going to take a shop vac and clean it all up inside. We'll go do some sanitization in there. And then as you can see behind me here, I got a flatbed trailer for my good buddy Damon. Loaded all the furniture, everything up that we don't want. And there's a thrift store over in Eagle Nest. We're going to take it all over there to Angel's Attic. We'll do that later on today, so we'll have all that stuff gone. So all that we have left over here is scrap wood and a couple of items that we decided to save and keep to be able to possibly use in either the cabin or in the barn apartment or something like that down the road. So today we're just going to continue tearing out everything. Once we get everything cleaned out and it's ready to go as just an open shell, we're going to start on the kitchen. And then we'll start pouring the pylons, the concrete pylons for the addition on the outside. So that's pretty much the direction we're going. Tell me something I don't know about you.
Got nothing.
I got nothing.
I really enjoy doing this.
You having fun?
Having fun.
Making your house?
Making our house a home, yeah.
Making our house a home? Should we leave that bathtub right in the living room?
I think so.
Is there anything else you'd rather be doing?
No.
No?
Maybe eating.
Eating? What are you hungry for?
Pulled pork sandwich.
Pulled pork. See this bathtub? We got some big plans for this bathtub. There's a couple really cool images I've seen on Pinterest of outdoor showers. We're gonna use this cool old claw tub as an outdoor shower. In the future, we'll probably use this with the main house once we build that toward the back of the property. Just taking great care to try to salvage these tongue and groove wood strips. Want to be able to reuse these, as I mentioned earlier. As you can see, he's taking great care by kicking it. You know, wood's very expensive these days. It's gonna come out of your allowance. You got it. Keep going. Yes. Boom. There you go, boy. Look what we found. Ronnie and Cindy Martin, October 22nd, 1977. Cindy's name is here on the concrete pylon. And over here, I believe under here, it's Ronnie. If not Ronnie, it's somebody else. Oh, that's Stan. And then we go over here. There we go. Here's Ronnie. And then over on this corner, we've got Brad. So this cabin was built in October of 1977. How about that? Pretty cool. Nice. There we go. Well, today was definitely a day of progress. We got all of the inside completely gutted out. Come in. I measured. I initially thought this was about 500 square feet, but it turns out it's about 324 square feet. When we put the addition on, that'll probably be another 175 square feet, in which case we'll be right around 500 square feet for the entire interior living space. Right over here where you see this kind of light color, right there's gonna be a hole cut in, and that'll be a master bedroom on the other side over there. And then where this little window is will be a pitched roof on the other side coming down. And if the wall is gonna end right about there for the master bedroom, the pitched roof will come down here, and there'll be some, maybe some old barn wood beams as posts for a covered porch. So that'll give us some nice covered porch space. And then over here is the living room. As you can see up there, there's a hole in the ceiling for where there was originally a fireplace. However, we're debating whether or not we're gonna put the fireplace back here in the corner and put the couch over here facing this way to put a television on the wall, or if we put the couch here, keep the fireplace there, and have the couch facing the window, and not have a television at all. Now, I do have a 70-inch high-definition television that could go somewhere in here, but to be honest, we don't really want a television or need a television. The only thing we probably would like is to be able to watch YouTube videos and things like that. Over here, now that we have the bathroom removed and the kitchen area removed, we got all that cleaned out. That whole end there will become a kitchen. So we'll have a nice U-shaped kitchen here with an island in the middle. And then we've got a nice pitch ceiling here. We're gonna remove all this bogus electrical work. As you can see here, there's just some real cheesy electrical work done here. We're gonna take all that out. Maybe we'll put a ceiling fan here or some really cool chandelier. There's still a pair of skis up here. We're gonna take those down eventually and put those somewhere else. And one of the things I debated was taking this window out and putting a much bigger square paned window that has some flip out window openings at the bottom. So we'd sit here on the couch and we look out across our deck. There's gonna be a stone fireplace out there by the deck, and we'd be able to look out and see nature a lot more clearly. So that is a consideration we're making. One of the first things we're going to do now that we have this cleaned out and we don't have the people here yet to help us do the addition is we're going to start working on the kitchen. But before that, I've decided that I think we're just going to go ahead and wood floor this entire space. And it's going to be some kind of an old, cool, reclaimed wide plank wood floor, something like that. Heather and I are going to go pick that out. And then we'll probably do some kitchen cabinetry on this end over here that is maybe something we get used from Habitat for Humanity, and we'll probably paint those, maybe some kind of a rustic turquoise or something like that. Something really neat, not sure yet. And then we'll do the wood planks the long way here, because then once we cut a hole through into the bedroom here, the planks will continue off that way. So that's pretty much what we've got so far. There's a little bit of water damage because the outside of the log cabin needs to be resealed between the wood beams, the logs. But yeah, here we are. This is it. It's all done. Floors are clean. You know, there's some stains on the floor. That's from where they had stored an outdoor, huge outdoor griddle that we decided to keep. Things like that. Over here, you've got some stains on the floor. That's from where the wood stove originally had been. And then, you know, like I said, you got some water damage on some of this. That doesn't really bother us too much. We're going to reseal the outside, and then a lot of this will be covered up by cabinetry anyway. So we'll probably invest a little bit more money in the fixtures and in the, you'll probably have a farmhouse sink, that kind of thing, and some really cool island in the middle here. And we'll make this a really great kitchen for making some great food, some Christmas cookies, all that kind of stuff. So now we're just going around pulling out the nails on all of these tongue and groove planks. As most of you know, and I've mentioned a couple of times now, lumber is very expensive right now, so we're salvaging as much of this as we absolutely can. You know, it's better to use this. So one of the things I'm considering doing here is removing off the front porch, and this is just a normal lean-to porch. Removing that off and putting a pitched roof porch coming out quite a ways. And as I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera view, but we're going to put a big deck that's going to be the width of the whole front of the cabin. The deck's going to come out quite a ways. And then on the corner of the deck, I'm going to build a stone fireplace. So there'll be almost as much outdoor living space in this cabin as there is indoor living space, because we'll have the covered porch on the other side as well. We'll be sitting out here most of the time when the weather's nice. Even in the winter time, if it's sunny out, even and there's snow on the ground, we may still sit out here and drink our coffee in the morning and all of that. We'll probably have friends over for different little cookouts on this deck out here, and this will just become a really great place to spend a lot of time. If I do the pitched roof on the front here, we'll probably put some really cool old chandelier underneath there, and on the corners we'll probably put some of those big fat square barn beams, and they'll just become a really quaint, beautiful Western cabin. All right, my friends, I think that's it for this episode of 4 Expeditions Pursuit of Cabin Living series. I hope you enjoyed this episode and you got caught up on all the things we have going on. If you haven't become a subscriber, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button. Of course, be sure to hit that notification bell to be notified when videos go live. And if you consider yourself to be an adventurer, consider joining Team 4X by going to 4expedition.com/join to learn more. Until the next time, take care.